Oh dear, Matthias. I want to believe you're joking, but I don't get it. Why do you want to go see this movie again? You know how it ends. You saw it earlier this week and you felt so disappointed. Everyone else is feeling the same. Why do you want to go see this again? I need to film a movie vlog. I did film clips earlier this week when I went to the fan event, early screening. I tried sending the clips to myself, but my mom had storage issues. But I'm probably gonna see this. Like, this will probably be my second final time. But really, I don't believe you. You're at least gonna see it one more time just because we got Venom coming out later this month. You're gonna do a double feature since that's, you know what? You explain that to your viewers. And you're just gonna go see it again, dressed up. You felt like a complete fool going to see this movie, knowing how it ended. Yep, I'm fully aware. But I gotta give them like a movie vlog if I can. I don't know. I mean, I'm gonna go to a 7 o'clock showing that's a little packed, so hopefully some folks will ask to take pictures of me in costume. Alright then. Let's give the people what they want.
You just smile.
Howdy. Oh, this? No, this is not a real cigarette. I had bought fake cigarettes for this. I did try getting these for Oppenheimer, because I did want it to look like Oppenheimer when that was coming out at the time period. Also, first time trying to fake cigarette, it just... I don't know, I was very hesitant at first, because I'm never smoking ever in my life. So just, yeah, I ain't gonna smoke or vape. I have no interest in that, but just, oh god, this looks so wrong. Don't smoke, kids! Please, seriously don't. Something tells me I'm probably gonna get addicted to smoking this fake thing, because, I mean, it almost looks real. Now, I don't know if the YouTube algorithm will not approve this, but this is totally fake. Otherwise, it'd be actually burning, or just, I don't know. Anyways, on to the video. So, I did actually film some clips earlier this week. Sadly, my mom couldn't send them to me because she also has storage issues. And I better record wisely for today. But, so yeah, today's the day. October 4th, 2024. About 5 years ago today was when the first Joker film had released in theaters and became the first R-rated movie to make $1 billion. Until Deadpool Wolverine dethroned Joker, being the #1 highest grossing movie for an R-rated film. Glad, well deserved for Deadpool Wolverine and me. But just, still though, so yeah, I will be doing a double movie review, and I figured, yeah, perfect time, because, like, I don't know, I guess I like the fact that Joker 2 released on the same day the first film had came out. I don't know why, I just like the fact, because, like, the first one was released on October 4th, well, the second comes out on October 4th. I don't know if they did that on purpose or just, okay, what release date can we release this on? Alright, we'll put that there. I'm sure no one's gonna notice anything particular was release date. I mean, it's just a random release date. OMG, they're releasing on the same day the first Joker film had released. But just, yeah. That was just for, like, a skit thing. I could try to film bits of the movie vlog. I want to save some storage just so I record my thoughts on both films. Hopefully not too long. Because I seem to make long-ass videos, but just, yeah, I'm all dressed up, heading to the theater at 7 o'clock. So, yeah, I guess I'm gonna try to catch the bus when it's, you know what, probably best to catch the bus around like when it's close to 6 o'clock. So in the meantime, I don't know what the hell I could do other than just clown around, I guess. Okay, alright, on with the video. Okay, update. I didn't get much footage. All I did was just get on the bus, walk around the mall. Not gonna lie, I kind of felt a little embarrassed just walking around, as I guess no one wanted to take pictures or whatever because I'm dressed up as a very disturbed character, or mainly specifically the Joker from the Todd Phillips films or whatever. But just, I mean, now at least 2 different people asked to take pictures with me. There was 2 girls that were excited that saw me as I was just walking by, and then outside the mall was a big group of boys out waiting for the bus stop, and they also were convinced that this was a real cigarette, which, yeah, I made it clear that, oh no, this is fake, which I don't know if I should have this for the video because I'm worried of YouTube demonetizing. This is fake. This is fake. This is literally like totally fake. Okay, I'm wasting stories for this, so I'm just gonna rush this as I go. So yeah, I could have gone early just so I can come back and film this review and have it posted for today, but unfortunately, I'm a bit too late on that because I went to go to a 7 o'clock showing where it was a little packed. Now, I did get compliments of like, oh, nice Joker costume, so that's a plus, I guess. So yeah, you will see this review tomorrow, which I tried to have this posted on October 4th. Sadly not, but hey, at least I posted a TikTok video related to the Joker movie on October 4th. But anyways, now let's get on with my thoughts on the Joker. Well, Joker, not the Joker. Still, let's get on with the double movie review. So yeah, I'll probably will want to do a separate video on this as I just basically came up with this. So yeah, I don't have a movie vlog for Joker 2, but I might give you one, even though it'll be slightly pointless, and that is for when I go see Joker 2 and Venom The Last Dance on the same day. When would that be? Not when Venom 3 comes out. That'll be like after I like film videos for Venom. Still, you will know, and basically I'll explain why I'm filming a video about that and how I feel about how we had a Venom movie come out in October 2018 and then a Joker movie come out in 2019. But anyway, so yeah. Around when Venom was released, they had released a test footage video of Joker, and I'm like, we're getting a Joker movie? And I was bummed about it, because at that time period, I was getting hyped that we were getting these villain solo movies. We got one for Marvel in 2018, now we're getting one for DC a year later in October. Now, know this, I had a totally different mindset at the time, where I had figured, oh, is this another anti-hero movie? I'm to see Joker. No, this is no anti-hero movie. No, he does some bad stuff in this movie, which... Okay, before I talk about my general thoughts, as I did just watch the movie again last night, because I have not seen this since 4 years ago. But during this movie's release, I did want to go see this in theaters, and obviously I couldn't because it was rated R. And probably for the best, my mom didn't take me to see this because it could have affected with my mental health. But I did saw lots of spoilers online. There was one in particular I wish I hadn't gotten spoiled. Other spoilers, like where Joker shot Murray on live television, or like the ending shot, I didn't care much about that. What I was shocked to find out that I was not aware that this movie would include was Batman being in the movie. And by Batman, I'm talking about a young Bruce Wayne. And basically how Joker was responsible for creating Batman, because hey, thanks to him creating like a big mob and everything, because of him killing 3 drunk dudes on the subway, it basically started like a whole cult following, mob or whatever in the movie, and just basically a random dude wearing a Joker mask had killed Bruce Wayne's parents in the alley. Technically, we've seen something like that already, but it was in an old-ass movie that was directed by Tim Burton, and Michael Keaton was playing Batman. Now, of course, those are both different. Obviously, they are set in different universes, but I just couldn't help but notice a similarity, because technically, in that version, Joker created Batman. If you remember this scene.
You killed my parents.
What?
What are you talking about? Huh? I made you. You made me first.
But yeah, like I said, I was not old enough to check this movie out. Now, I did eventually end up watching it a year later during quarantine, I guess. Well, we were slightly out of quarantine. I don't know. Still, and I did try doing a movie reaction of it. I do have footage. They're not public. One of them's blocked. I had 4 parts. They're not all there. I just only have 3 there. I don't know what happened to like the other. Oh my god. I'm sorry. I clearly do not work well with wigs. This one is probably my least favorite. Not gonna lie, I'm missing the wig I had for John Wick, but just I'm keeping this on for this review. But yeah, as I was saying, I technically was filming a movie reaction for this. Will I ever post that? Probably not. But yeah, my mom was worried about me checking this movie out, and once I finally watched it, I was like, huh, I don't see how this could have affected me, but my overall thoughts, first time watching it, like about 4 years ago, I didn't have much thoughts. I was like, huh, okay. Not like I had negative or positive thoughts. Now, my mom was worried if I would have negative thoughts from watching this movie, which I don't, but I'm not gonna like rewatch it so many times like how I've watched Deadpool Wolverine 5 times in theaters, for example. Probably not a good example, but still. Basically, I would not rewatch this movie so many times because I like to keep my mental health stable, if you know what I mean. But yeah, I didn't have any positive or negative thoughts. Like, I just didn't have anything to say about the Joker movie. I was just like, huh, interesting. And I had never rewatched it ever again until as of last night because, you know, today's date is October 4th, which, wait a second, it's about to be midnight in 3 minutes, but yeah, about 5 years ago, Joker was released and became the highest grossing movie of all time for a rated R movie. It was the first rated R movie to hit $1 billion at the box office until Deadpool Wolverine had dethroned that recently this year, which I've already brought that up earlier in this video. But yeah, I will say this. The trailers were definitely some of the best trailers I've seen for a movie when they were released around like April 2019. Because like I mentioned, I was interested in checking this movie out. Like I mentioned, I didn't have much to say about the Joker movie, but once I had saw Joker 2 early this week at an early screening on September 30th, as I was watching Joker 2, I felt like, oh, I may like this more than the first one, but with how that ended, which we're going to talk about that in a sec, I just thought to myself, oh, wow, I may just prefer the first one over this, and I need to revisit that movie. I need to see why it's such a, why it's a big deal, why folks praised it like 5 years ago. Because suddenly I was feeling appreciation for it, and once I finally watched it last night, yeah, I can kind of get the hype. Now, I don't know if I have any actual negatives to say about the movie, other than, well, yes, this movie was both disturbing and depressing. It was a well-directed movie by Todd Phillips, who apparently directed the Hangover trilogy. First one is great, the other 2 suck, according to fans. I've not seen the Hangover trilogy. I plan to check that out soon. And having to rewatch it, yeah, I do have an appreciation for it, and, but yeah, maybe it's one of the best movies that came out in 2019. But yeah, I did also get the vibes that this was a dark and gritty movie, which it probably sounds a bit right. I don't know, that's just the vibes I was getting from watching this movie. But now, this may not be a total origin story of like the Joker, clown prince of crime or whatever. This is an interesting take on the Joker character, because this is rather a character study of Arthur Fleck, who suffers mental issues in this movie. And you do sympathize with him a little bit until he starts to basically do terrible things in this movie, because he does end up killing like 6 different people. First 3 were those boys on the subway. Then his own mother was, oh, by the way, first time watching this, I was shocked that, wait, Joker's related to the Wayne family? Which, obviously not. It's later revealed that he was adopted and that his adoptive mother had a very abusive boyfriend, which would explain why he's so depressed, his mental issues and everything. It explains everything about him a little bit. But yeah, he's basically not happy how his mother had lied to him about some stuff here and there. So yeah, he just killed her by suffocating her with a pillow. And then, of course, there's this co-worker he had that kind of screwed him over earlier in the movie, which I remember, like, while I was rewatching this, I remember, this guy's gonna screw him over. And like, yeah, he was a bit of a scumbag, but did he deserve to die? Obviously not, but he came by to his place, wanting to make sure he didn't say anything, but big mistake, because bro ended up stabbing him in the neck, then in the eye, then bashing his head so many times, which, I will say this movie definitely has some dark and disturbing moments that definitely earns its R rating, besides so many F-bomb drops. But yeah, overall, I thought it was a solid movie, and Joaquin Phoenix definitely deserved that Oscar award for playing the Joker. Now, we could all argue who's the best Joker, which, best one goes to Heath Ledger, but I like each interpretation of Joker that has been played by different actors many years. But one of my favorite scenes from this movie has to be the ending. I'm not talking about the actual ending. I'm talking about when he's surrounded by a huge mob that are cheering him on, and then as he's bleeding, he takes some of that blood and creates a smile with it, which, that's a cool moment, not gonna lie, which, yeah, that's probably, like, my most favorite part of this entire movie. Actually, I probably have 3 favorite moments from this movie. Besides, the ending, not the actual ending, just the one I just explained, there's 2 dance sequences I enjoyed. One was in the bathroom, while the other is him just going down the stairs. But yeah, like I said, Joaquin Phoenix definitely deserved that Oscar award. He honestly carries this movie. And this was a well-directed movie, and yeah, overall I found it solid. Now having to rewatch it twice now, but I'm not gonna try to rewatch it so many times because it could still affect my mental health somehow. So I would like to make sure I'm not rewatching it too many times. I'll probably rewatch it once a year, and that would only be if it's October 4th on a Friday, and that would be only if it was on a Friday, October 4th. I don't know when's gonna be the next time we have that, because next October is, you know, October 4th is not going to be on a Friday. So that's probably going to be my only rule for me. I'll rewatch this movie on October 4th. That would be on a Friday. But my rating for this movie, best as I can give it, is an 8.5 out of 10. Oh, like I said, definitely solid movie. I can see why it's gotten so many praise 5 years ago. Now for Joker 2. So yeah, many folks have said this did not need a sequel and etc, everything. While others have been hyping it up, excited that, oh, yes, we're getting the sequel. The main reason I got excited for Joker 2, which I don't know how I reacted when they announced we'd be getting a Joker sequel, but the only thing that got me hooked onto this project was the introduction of Harley Quinn, played by Lady Gaga, which that had me sold. I'm like, I'm sold. All right, I will be there day one. And probably when they announced the release date for this movie, because I just like I mentioned earlier, I like the fact that Joker 2 released on the same day the first movie had released 5 years ago. But with how it ended, it's probably for the best it died on the same day it was born. Which would be this meme I created a while ago. Now, I could have squeezed in Joker 2, but I didn't have, like, huge excitement for it. I mean, I was pumped to see it because of Lady Gaga playing Harley Quinn, mainly for the introduction of Harley Quinn into this universe. And then once we got the teaser trailer for Joker Folie, Deux, which apparently is supposed to stand for a Madness for 2. From what I've heard from Soups. But yeah, once we got the teaser trailer earlier this year, that had me hooked. And honestly, just before seeing this movie early, I was surprisingly getting hyped up for it. Which was interesting to me because I didn't have much thoughts to say about Joker, but just, like I mentioned, what had me hooked was Harley Quinn coming into this movie and that she'd be played by Lady Gaga. Now, before going into Joker 2, I had heard, like, some negative reception going on, mainly with the ending. Luckily, I didn't see any spoilers before going into it, so just like, I was basically prepping myself like, oh, great, what happens in the end? Do Joker and Harley die together? Which, if that were to happen, I probably would have accepted. I don't know. I was basically making predictions what would happen at the end, because the only thing I had heard that caught my attention was the buzz going around about this movie's ending, and having to see it, here are my honest thoughts. I was enjoying 90% of Joker 2, until the ending, which would be the 10%, ruined it for me. Where do I begin? Alright, just to get this out of the way, if you're expecting me to hate on this movie, you're gonna be wrong there, because I'm rather conflicted on this movie. And I might be on both sides on why many folks are loving Joker 2 and why many are hating it for obvious good reasons. Which, I want to say this movie could divide the entire fan base, but I'm mostly seeing like 75% of folks hating it, while the 25% are praising it. And thinking that the ending was brilliant and stuff and etc. But here are my honest thoughts with Joker 2. So yeah, I know many folks were complaining that this would be a musical and everything. And some producers of the movie were saying that, oh, it's not like a musical or anything. Don't listen to them. This is a straight up musical. And that's actually another reason why I was interested in checking this out, because this, I guess, would be the first superhero movie to be a musical? Has that ever been done before? But I actually do like some of the songs that were featured in this movie, so I didn't mind it being a musical. I guess I have like a soft spot for it. Now, I would get sometimes annoyed with musicals. or mainly annoyed when my mom be playing the same songs from a Disney movie. Like, okay, I was enjoying these, now you're playing these. Like, you've been playing these songs for a month now, Ma. And, like, can we change to something else? I don't know. But basically, I have a soft spot for musicals, so I didn't mind this movie being a musical, and I actually dug some of the songs in here. And I could give it a very low rating, but what sort of saves it for me, which I don't know if I could say if this saves the movie for me, and that would just be the songs. And what was my rating for the movie? I will tell you in a sec, but no, actually though, I'm being dead ass when I say, but no, actually, I'm being serious when I say this. I was actually enjoying this movie from beginning to almost the end. Joaquin Phoenix and Lady Gaga definitely carried this movie a bit, just with their chemistry on screen and their like, I gotta say, Joaquin Phoenix can sing, like, goddamn. But basically, they sang well together, and yeah, like I mentioned, I was enjoying this movie until the last few minutes had ruined it for me. Also, I almost forgot to mention this. This movie starts off in a Looney Tune intro, which that I was digging. I dug that. But yeah, with how things were going in this movie, my rating was gonna go from like an 8.5 to a 9 out of 10. I was back and forth, but like, no, seriously. I was actually invested with Joker too. I was enjoying the songs. I was enjoying most of it. Sure, it may have not needed to be that long. There could be some boring moments here and there, but like, I was willing to let that slide because just like, I was enjoying it until the ending had ruined it. So, spoiler warning if you've not seen Joker 2, which, I don't know what to say. Basically, if you don't want to know spoilers, don't watch this video and go check out Joker 2 for yourself. But if you don't care, continue watching. So, what happened at the end of the movie? So once Arthur was talking smack about the security at Arkham, they were very offended, and I was not sure what the hell had happened first watch, but second watch, they assaulted Arthur? What the hell? I feel like that scene was totally unnecessary and just like, that's just wrong on so many levels, and the cops have authority for that? They also have authority just to kill an inmate in there that could not shut up singing a song? I don't know, just that whole thing, I'm like, okay, what the hell was that? And then, I guess, thanks to what the security did to Arthur, he just thought that, no, this is too much for me. There's no Joker, it's just me. I just have mental issues and etc. and stuff. Which was a major turnoff for Harley, which she's not even named Harley, she's named Lee Quinzel. So, the name Harley Quinn's not even mentioned once at all in this movie, but still, that's basically a turnoff for her because she's interested in Joker, not Arthur Fleck, which, there's like a interesting backstory to her in this movie, which I will say this, Lady Gaga definitely killed it as Harley. But yeah, basically Lee had lost interest with Arthur because he was giving up the Joker persona. And then moments later, a car bomb goes off near the courthouse, which blows the side of the building, probably injuring half of the folks in the courtroom. And it definitely injures Harvey Dent, which I was surprised that he had a lot of screen time in this movie. But he was kind of a bit of a standout, not gonna lie. But now we know how he becomes Two-Face, if he even becomes Two-Face. I don't know. I saw what they were doing there once his face was like half burnt or whatever. But yeah, Joker escapes, finds Lee, Lee dumps him. Like, basically, Harley and Joker breaking up, that was like, damn, that sucks. And I get the feeling that this movie is literally almost over. I don't know. I just basically sense a disturbance in the force. So once the cops bring Arthur back to prison, he gets a visitor, and before he could see who was there to visit him, which we don't even know who came there to visit because, the unexpected happened, which I want to say I was kind of right on this, but oh my god, this threw me off guard. So the big twist for this ending was, this inmate wanted to tell Arthur a joke, but ends up killing him after he tells him the punchline of his joke. My jaw was dropped to the ground because I could not believe what I was witnessing on screen. And but once the camera just points to Arthur, you could see in the background the inmate just laughing maniacally, and then cut his mouth as if he was carving a smile, indicating that this mofo was supposed to be Heath Ledger's Joker from the Dark Knight universe. Let me be clear. He is not Heath Ledger's Joker. That would be stupid. Plus, the timelines of these movies do not add up. But back to topic. He dies? What? Are you freaking kidding me right now? I kid you not. That ending has been messing with my head all freaking week. I've been trying to understand just what the hell had happened. But basically, that ending has made not only this movie worthless, but also the first movie worthless. Because Arthur Fleck was basically a Joker fraud. And I could go on explaining what other folks are saying about it, but like, just my thoughts overall, I could not believe that happened. Like, I was enjoying it until the ending just ruined it for me. I'm like, that just left a poor taste in my mouth. Now, I've seen some tweets of folks explaining why the ending is kind of brilliant or whatever. They have good points, but me personally, that ending is just going to leave a poor taste in my mouth, which has me lower my rating to a 6 out of 10. I could give it a lower rating, but the reason it's a 6 is because I enjoyed this movie for being a musical. Now, this movie's not entirely bad. Okay, it may be bad, but it is filmed beautifully, shot beautifully, and this is something I didn't even mention about earlier I was talking about Joker 1. I enjoyed the score for both Joker films, because the music composer from the first movie came back for this one, and yeah, the score, I find it quite powerful in both films, or mainly the first one, but I definitely enjoyed the music in both films, but overall, there's some good stuff here and there. It's just that, you may not like it being a musical, and the ending may end up pissing you off. But I seriously felt like a total fool for dressing up as the Joker, having to witness that ending, because he had died and just... I don't know. I'm just conflicted with this movie. I mean, I don't entirely hate it, because I did enjoy 90% of it until 10% of it, which would be the ending, just completely ruined it for me. And just for it to end like that, I hate to say this, Joker 2 might be the most disappointing movie I've seen in 2024, which is a shock to me, because I didn't expect not to be feeling this way with Joker 2. Then again, I wasn't expecting it to end like that. That was a total twist ending there. Plot twist. Now, I would want to recommend you checking this out just to form your own opinion, but if you're someone that loved, and I mean really, really loved the first Joker movie, do not watch this movie. It's just gonna ruin it for you. But it seems like nobody's gonna be enjoying this movie, because look at the Rotten Tomato scores. Like, good lordy, I didn't expect it just to go downhill that quick. So if you want to see a good movie this week, I got 2 good movies to recommend y'all to go check out this weekend. And that would be Transformers 1 and The Wild Robot, because I hate to say it, most of y'all are probably not going to enjoy Joker 2. Whether you're a fan of the first movie or just like, I don't know. I don't know, but just, now I know what movie I'm going to enjoy the most in the month of October, because we started October with Joker 2 releasing, and we shall end the month with Venom 3 hitting theaters later this month. But yeah, basically what I'm trying to say is that I'm going to enjoy Venom 3 a lot more than Joker 2. But with that being said, that's just my thoughts on both Joker films, which... Wow, this is gonna be... oh man, I guess I'm still speechless. I don't know. Hopefully I talked about everything I wanted to talk about for both Joker films. Be sure to let me know your thoughts, comment down below for both Joker 1 and 2, and which one you enjoy more. Because having to see Joker 2, I want to like it, but that ending is leaving such a poor taste in my mouth, so I may go with the first movie. You know what, now that I think about it, maybe this movie shouldn't have existed, because it basically ruins the first movie. But that's for everyone else's own opinion. Me, I just prefer the first one, and I'm conflicted with Joker 2, but yeah, that's just my thoughts on both films. Again, be sure to let me know your thoughts, comments down below for both Joker 1 and Joker Folie. But as always, I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace out.